Good afternoon. I'm Bruno Rodriguez, one of the meteorologists here at the National Weather Service in San Diego. I'll be providing a quick update on the weather we can expect over the next 7 days, with emphasis on the extreme heat. Due to the heat, we have an excessive heat warning in effect Friday through Monday for essentially all areas, with the exception of the immediate coast and the mountains above 5,000 feet. Although the warning is currently only in effect through Monday, it might be extended as forecast confidence grows, and we do expect the heat to be prolonged, with heat wave conditions persisting for about a week. There are a few factors that make this heat a little different to prior heat waves, namely that we expect overnight temperatures to stay quite warm, and combined with pretty humid conditions, this is going to lead to heat that feels more oppressive than usual. We also have a slight chance for thunderstorms beginning tomorrow in the mountains. Looking at our 7-day hazards outlook, the number one cause for concern will be the heat. We're also looking at persistent elevated fire weather conditions as a result of those high temperatures and the very dry fuels. As I mentioned, there is a chance for an isolated storm in the mountains over the next several days, as well as some potential for localized patchy fog near the coast through this weekend. So let's dive right into the temperature forecast and look at the forecast highs for Friday. Temperatures will jump up quite a bit tomorrow. We'll be looking at highs climbing well into the 90s for areas a few miles from the coast. Inland Empire, for example, will be very hot, widespread highs above 105 there, and fairly similar conditions in the high desert. The lower deserts will have no problem exceeding 115 again tomorrow. Saturday should be even warmer, with high 90s and some hundreds for inland Orange County and San Diego County, and with parts of the Inland Empire and high desert approaching 110. The coast will be milder but still warm, with highs in the 80s, and yet again the lower deserts will soar well above 115 and could near 120. Sunday, we should see temperatures plateau a little bit or even fall 1 or 2 degrees near the coast, but still remaining really hot inland. For the desert, Sunday could be the hottest day of the heat wave with highs that reach 120 degrees. For Monday, it's likely we'll see a slight cool down of a few degrees, mainly for areas west of the mountains. That said, it's still going to be well above average for this time of year and dangerously hot. Unfortunately, the heat won't lose grip, and we can expect temperatures to increase yet again for the middle of next week. The extended nature of this heat is especially concerning because obviously the cumulative effects from so many days of above average temperatures is definitely going to act to increase the overall heat risk. An additional factor to consider will be the overnight temperatures. We expect some subtropical moisture to stream into the region during this period, and if pretty cloudy conditions are able to persist at night, that's going to result in limited cooling and very little reprieve from the heat. Some desert locations might not even drop below 90 degrees overnight, and we expect almost all locations to remain above 70 degrees for at least 4 to 5 days. Not to mention, it could feel more muggy than normal. Very quickly, since I did mention the chance of thunderstorms earlier, that same moisture could help fire up a few isolated storms, mainly over the mountains each afternoon and evening, starting tomorrow. The chances are going to be greatest this weekend, but the monsoon signal isn't particularly strong, so we're not expecting anything in the way of flash flooding or severe weather. Lastly, I just want to finish with a few heat safety tips. With this kind of heat, we strongly advise against hiking or other strenuous outdoor activities, especially during those hottest hours of the day. Help keep yourself cool by wearing loose fitting and light colored clothing, and don't forget that your pets can be especially vulnerable to extreme heat. Always avoid walking your dogs on hot pavement. That's all from us. I hope you found this useful, and on behalf of the San Diego Weather Service team, we hope you have an enjoyable and safe weekend. Stay cool.